Was Oby Toppin the right pick in the draft? What's going on, guys? Welcome to Clutch B-Ball TV. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. Today, I'm bringing you guys my recap of the 2020 NBA draft, specifically of the New York Knicks. If you want me to do a recap of another NBA team, let me know down below in the comments section. Click that subscribe button for more content, smash the like button if you end up enjoying this video, and no further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, I would say the Knicks had a very interesting draft. The draft as a whole was very interesting. I don't think there was a clear-cut prospect. Like I said, if someone's going to be a star in this draft, I think it's really going to be towards the end of the lottery. That's a polished basketball player. Like, I'm a big fan of Tyrell Terry, guys like Sadiq Bey. I don't think he'll be an all-star, but I think he'll be a very solid player. I like Anthony Edwards, like, potential-wise, but he has a lot of holes in his game. Same thing with LaMelo Ball. But we went on to take Obi Toppin at 8. As you guys know, Knicks fans out there, or if you're just an NBA fan, I'll let you know something. We were talking about trading up for Obi. Was I a fan of that? No. I did not want to trade up for Obi Toppin. I did not think he was all that to trade up for, especially in a weak draft. You hold on to your assets. Obi Toppin out of Dayton, we ended up selecting with the 8th overall pick, so we did not have to trade up. He was being talked about as a top 5 prospect, being mocked to the Cavs, even though I thought they had a good pick of Isaac Okoro. I really like that kid. I think he's a tough mental mindset, and if he was there at 8, maybe we would have drafted him over Obi, but I don't know. Leon Rose has the last say, and he's a big fan of Obi. I believe he's his client, or used to be. But Obi's his high flyer. He's almost going to be like 23 years old. That's a scary thing. He may already be at his ceiling. He's a guy that can occasionally hit a 3-ball. I'm not going to say he's Kristaps Porzingis level, but he's really going to be scary in those pick and rolls and the pick and pops. He's a really good slasher to the cup. He really makes hard cuts. He's a really disciplined player on offense, but the defense scares me. The defense is just atrocious. If it's the footwork, guarding the pick and rolls, it's just really scary at the end of the day. But then you take a look at the fit alongside Mitchell Robinson. We know Mitchell Robinson, his ability to guard the perimeter, he's really athletic, he's a rim protector. So if Obi does get beat, at least you have Mitch to protect him there, like help him out on the help side and that type of thing. And we have Tom Thibodeau, who's a defensive-minded coach. We drafted an offensive-minded player who knows he has flaws on defense, and he's trying to get better at that. But then you have Thibodeau. You already know he's going to be on his ass on the defense side of the basketball, and hopefully you can coach him up, and he just gets smarter on that side of the basketball. He tries. I really just think he has some mental lapses there and there. But yes, I was not a big fan of Obi. But at 8, I didn't mind it because I get it. Best talent available. And just, like, this draft was so interesting with how it just shaped up. Like, Patrick Williams at 4, a lot of people were hating that pick. I like Patrick Williams. I don't know if I would have took him at 4, but I don't think it would have been a shock by NBA fans if you went 4 and they played a whole college basketball season, because he was really starting to turn it on, and then the COVID cut everything short. But he's a great athlete, has high upside for sure. He's good from mid-range territory. Kind of has like an awkward-looking jumper, but he's really athletically gifted, good defensive player. He just shows so much effort. And the Bulls had an interesting draft. I'm not sure if I really like the Bulls draft. We'll see what Patrick Williams is long-term. He's boom or bust. But I was a big fan of Patrick Williams, and I think he might be something special. Or it's just going to be like, why'd they draft him? He could be a Paul Millsap. But Obi at the end of the day was the best player available. I wanted Devin Vassell. I wanted that instant impact right away. 3-and-D guy, athletically gifted. Thought he had like some potential off the dribble, but he was going to step in right away and make an immediate impact. Obi's going to do that as well. Well, he better. There's no... This is not a Kevin Knox pick. This isn't a Frank Ntilikina pick. There's no patience when it comes to Obi Toppin. He needs to make an impact right away. He's 22 years old. But I like what he has to his game. He's a guy that's really up and down in transition. He plays fast. And I think that's a style of play we need to play with RJ Barrett, Mitch, Obi Toppin. We have a lot of athletically gifted players on this team. And yes, I think he's an overrated shooter. If you look at his shooting splits, he did not shoot a lot of game. But his jump shot's not ugly. I think he has potential. I believe his trainer said he just happens to be a guy. He's not just an athlete. He's a guy that can shoot with athleticism, but he's just a freak athlete, though. People in Madison Square Garden, or fans of Madison Square Garden, are going to love watching this kid, no doubt about it. But will it result in winning basketball? Does he play smart on the defense side of the basketball? Can that be fixed? I think it can be. I always hated the narrative of, yes, he's 22, 23 years old. He may be at a ceiling already, but you could still learn how to play the game. There's certain players right now that are still adding elements to their game and becoming smarter. Like, I hate people that were like, oh, I knew Donovan Mitchell was going to be good. Donovan Mitchell played 2 years in college, right? People were like, I knew Donovan Mitchell was going to be good. The Donovan Mitchell you saw in Louisville isn't the Donovan Mitchell you saw in the NBA. He improved. But Obi Toppin, We have to see how he is in a half-court setting because at Dayton, when someone else got a defensive rebound, they just told Obi Toppin to get out and run. Get out and run. He's a guy that can get out and run. But he has such a good head on his shoulders. He's from New York. He knows his weaknesses. He's a very self-aware kid, which is what you need in New York. We already have RJ, who, yes, he's Canadian, but he is actually from New York. I like the big three, though. It's exciting of Mitch, RJ, and Obi Toppin. It's going to be, like, really fun to watch. But just, like, are we going to add Westbrook? Like, I actually like how we're building a young core for once. But do we have the patience? Are we really going to go out there and get Westbrook? Because, like, after Westbrook's contract is done, Obi Toppin's going to be, like, 26, 27 years old. That's not crazy gold. He's probably going to be in his prime. Well, actually, he's at his ceiling already, so you don't know that. But there's certain players that were, like, they're at their ceiling already, but then they just ended up getting better, you know? But he could maybe be an Aaron Gordon. Obi Toppin, I'm not sure. I don't like doing comparisons because I want him to be his own player at the end of the day. But I think he has a great work ethic. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he could bring to New York. I thought Devin Vassell would have been a better fit alongside RJ Barrett to really take pressure off of him. Obi's not a guy that's going to step in right away and just take pressure off the whole team shooting the three ball. But we have to really make sure we get that shooter in free agency. We build that depth. I know we're bringing Reggie Bullock back. I want to bring Damian Dotson back. I think Dotson's one of the most slept-on players, like when it comes to the Knicks and just coming off the bench, 3-and-D, the effort on defense. But Obi at the end of the day was great value. He's very talented. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can bring to the Knicks. Hopefully they coach up this kid very well. And hopefully he continues to get better as a basketball player. You cannot want Obi all you want. I didn't want Obi. But at the end of the day, you got to support him. He's a New York Knick. You got to support behind what this organization is doing, unless it's Phil Jackson. And then you get to one pick. I like the player. I don't like where we picked him. Where did we pick him? We picked him 25. Emmanuel Quickley from Kentucky. He won Player of the Year for his conference. This kid could shoot the lights out. 42% from three, 93% from the free throw line. Averaged like 19 points per game, I believe, or 16. I just did not like where we picked him. I think we picked him 20 picks too early. At 25, we could have picked, in my opinion, Tyrell Terry, and we could have still got Quickley at, 33? 33. So you could have got two shooters. Maybe they weren't in love with Terry. But at the end of the day, I know this just I'm not a scout or anything. But the 25th pick in the draft, it's really rare the 25th pick even works out. So why not just like swing for the fences and get him? You could still get your guy quickly. And this thing that even pissed me off even more. Like, we originally had 23, and then like I was pissed. We took Bo Morrow, who's a good defensive player, but he's nothing on offense. And I was like, what? Okay, the Knicks are back. Then we started to try to get too cute with these picks, like 33. We drafted the big man that averaged like 20 and 10. I was a big fan of him. But then we traded him for a second-round pick, 2023. I get it. Like, I believe the NBA draft rules are going to change and everything. Does that really make sense, though? Daniel Otoro. Like, he's athletically gifted, has potential from downtown. I'm like, a guy that averaged 20 and 10's worth a 2023 second-round pick? I'm not sure about that. I love Quickley. I really do, but I don't like the value. I think we could have got Terry and Quickley. We could have got Terry in a Quickley spot, and then we could have picked... we could have got Terry in Quickley spot and would have picked Quickley. I honestly think we picked Quickley too early, but he's a shooter. We need spacing on this team badly. He was listed as a point guard, but he's not a true point guard in my opinion. I thought it was interesting, though, because he's 6'3". Oh, gosh, it's like great shooter, but he's 6'3". He's going to be a 6'3" shooting guard. Maybe he'll be like a JJ Redick because he can shoot the lights out. Hopefully he doesn't come to the Knicks and forgets how to shoot a basketball. But shooting 93% from the free throw line, 42% from three, and he averaged like 19 points. That's insane. One Conference Player of the Year. And those are the players we did go on to draft. I thought we got kind of too cute. I would have loved Tyrell Terry. I thought the Mavericks got good value. I thought the 76ers did. Even though they needed a shooter and I would have picked Terry, Maxey has insane slashing ability. He's going to have pride on the defense side of the basketball. And I do think he has potential as a shooter. He's a really good, tough shot maker. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis on this draft. Do you want me to go live and talk about it sometime with you guys? Go on StreamYard. Maybe you guys can like call in, or I can invite you guys on to talk about the pick. But you guys, I'm going to support Obi. I think he has some potential off the dribble. He said he's actually really good off the dribble in this interview with Mike Schmitz, or he has potential off the dribble, but the offense they ran around him was they put him down low a lot and that type of thing. Maybe he has some like untapped potential. Maybe he's a better fit in the NBA than college basketball, but he's definitely a guy that may be at a ceiling already. But I think he's definitely going to put in the work. He's from New York, which is awesome. He's going to take advantage of this opportunity and try to be the best player he could be, like in the interview he said, and they won't regret this type of thing. But supporting Obi Toppin, welcome to the New York Knicks, Emmanuel quickly as well. You guys deserve this. Got this opportunity. At the end of the day, it's an opportunity. Nothing's given to you in the pros. Got to take advantage of it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.